And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it in.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack, Mayfield. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
Now Mayfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He was looking for Landry that time. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
Mike. You go night.
Throwing again. Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. A little too much air under that one. That could have easily been 6 points.
Yeah, what kind of speed he has is almost impossible, we think, to actually overthrow it. But he did exactly that. I think he probably tried to get it out there maybe just a little bit too quickly. Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And Gibbs got it. And they work this out past the 25. A curious decision to go. For it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This quarterback now Just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
To the air again with Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Kings!
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Who that? 47's the Mike. 47's the
Hey, Delta.
Hey! 47 Mike.
Real.
Mike 47. Come on, D. Hey.
Kings. Hey. High 7. Up.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Well, going deep here for Taylor. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
47's the Mike, boy. 47. Check. Pistol. Here we go. Let's bring it.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A.J. Klein drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They run with Murray. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, check, Mike. Bravo. 3 bud. He's coming. Run. He's coming, double up. Check.
From the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Let him know.
Mayfield to throw it. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Matt, 180. Don't get nervous.
47's the mic.
Hurry.
Check, 47. Stop your
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And now it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They run again on first down. Chubb takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Mike's 47.
At the 47.
Oh, here we go. Oh, whip. Watch the whip.
Up. Hey, alert 33. Hey, Alpha.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Check, 47.
6-man. Check curl.
Switch.
Point it right.
Watch the curl.
Hey, check, Mike. Watch out.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. A big play there out of Kamara. 74 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the ground, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, with a juke. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The 24-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I can't believe they even...
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Hey, alert 33. Hurry! Hurry!
Mike, 27. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hurry!
A run for Nick Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, let's go.
Right there, 56. Here we go. Play 56.
Hurry!
3rd and long for Mayfield. Broken tackle. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
47 is the mic. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You start to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Chubb on 1st down, not going to go anywhere as he'll lose 3 on that one. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Regular.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Ready up, the mic. 51 for Mike.
So don't say nothing.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson will throw again. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 4 plays, Charles, all passes here on the opening drive and already in the red zone.
And even if you're planning for them to throw the football a lot, on the opening drive, if they go 4 for 4 on you, you're off balance on defense. I've been there before. And part of you keeps thinking, they've got to run it at some point, right? They've got them really mixed up at this point. If I were them, I'd keep pressing the advantage. They're throwing it really well.
Our time. It's our time. Jim.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 3.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Time to end it. I got you, punk.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A 30-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! 2! 2! Hey, defense, let's go! Pick it up, D! Hey, come on!
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. He's got a man, complete. Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 76 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check safety, check safety!
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Ravens 3.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run!
Throwing is Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
That's good for Baltimore. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, tighten down, there you go. Check.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Kill.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
39-yard line.
Let's go now. Get to Pittsburgh. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Snead's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside. The 20.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set, hut. 50 man, touchdown. 54 Mike. Rip left. Check nickel.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. On third down, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. 23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, 49ers.
Here we go. 180!
Hey, here I come.
Garoppolo on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch the run.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Here we go. Like 20.
You.
65.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they will start out in great shape up very close to midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, escaping the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there was the right call.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You're not ready. Trump. Right, check 33. 33. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, box truck.
36. Line 36.
Hey, gun.
Get that ball. Watch the
To throw is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return will stop right around the 25. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better, but the bottom line is the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation. Probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
First and 10.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. D. Ford picks up his second sack of the afternoon. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Watch 36. 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Here we go. White 80. 57. White. Sunwell West.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And up 2 scores late, no clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, there you go, just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Go.
Watch 36.
1, Omaha.
Mike 36. Mike.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Here we go.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, hold it.
36. Mike.
Hey, gun. Go on, man.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Hey, gun.
Mike 36. 3 butt. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
I got you.
Watch QB.
11.
36. Mike 36.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah.
Third piece. You can't stop me.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Now this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check 24. Check 24. 81.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. D. Ford in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Snead. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
57.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quan Alexander able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on first down, Jackson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 45.
21. Hey, gun. Hey, exit. 11.
Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 48 yards. Garoppolo looking to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump.